So I almost forgot one. That's this tire right here is potatoes. And you can grow a shit ton of potatoes um, by just kind of letting them sprout a little bit and then cut each individual. Um, just looks like a root coming out of your potato. And you cut the root with a little bit of potato into pieces, same way you do with the sweet potatoes. But these are really good to grow in tires, and I'll show you why. So you can see that each one of these is an individual plant, and they're just pieces that I cut up. These are like purple potatoes, white potatoes, red potatoes, cardboard underneath, filled up with soil, and then basically when the potatoes start coming up like this, you get a second tire. And let's see if I can do this with one hand. Pull it up over the top like that. Now you have two tires about the same size stacked on top of each other. And you can see down in here there's all kind of water in there, which if you don't cover that with soil you can get mosquitoes. So when you set the second tire on top like this, first thing you want to do is fill all that inside with either wood chips or soil, whatever you have the most of. You can stuff newspaper in there, basically anything that'll biodegrade. Worms will come up from the bottom and eat all the rotting material. They don't eat living material, but as they eat it, they'll poop and they'll tunnel through the soil, which keeps your soil fertilized and airy and not caked together, which is important. Then you start piling soil up around your tomato plants, and everywhere you see, like off the stem, you'll see these little buds right there. As you pile the soil up, the plant will keep growing up, and those will become potatoes. And then you pile it up, and then you'll have more potatoes. Put another tire on top. They'll just keep growing up. Keep piling dirt in. Keeps going up, and you'll have potatoes for a year off of one little thing like this. And this is probably 2 feet across. And so then at the end of the season, when all your plants die back, you just pull a layer of tire off, dig it out, and you'll have potatoes. And then you want more potatoes, you take another layer off, dig it out, and you have more potatoes. And that way you never have to go to the store ever again for potatoes. You'll always have potatoes. You can even leave them in here all winter long. Just cover the top with like a board or something that keeps water out and keeps sunlight out, and that way the potatoes won't sprout. Even if they sprout, it's okay. You can still eat them, but as they sprout, they'll start to lose their moisture and they'll start to look kind of soggy. Still edible, but they're just not as visually appealing. This also keeps critters out, keeps dogs from trampling them, or kids. But man, you can make this thing as tall as you want, and it will literally produce hundreds of tomatoes if you want.